Oh, yeah. That's good news. Tomorrow after we go to get our taxes done, we need to pick up something from somebody. It's a good drive, but I thought maybe we could, the tax is only gonna be 15 minutes. Gregory, Stockbridge, so maybe we can get some lunch while we're out. Yeah, she had some, yeah.
distinguish an alligator from a crocodile. I paid attention to whether the animal sees you later or in a while. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
They're going to do as much as they can do in 2 years because they're going to try to set things up that if they lose the House or the Senate, none of the crap will be able to turn.
Oh.
Think about it.
Hey, Gail.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
I didn't know if I had myself muted off or not.
Yeah, I don't see your face, but I can hear you talking right now.
Yeah. I'm starting to post for my party.
Are you? Okay. Well, I just finally about half hour ago quit working on taxes, but I think I've got it down. It's not as bad as I was afraid.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
Well, I mean, we owe money, but I knew we were going to owe, and I was afraid we were going to owe a whole lot. I mean, this is manageable. We're prepared, so.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely we're going to pay quarterly this year. Although I don't think that, I'm going to have the income that I had last year, but you never know what's going to happen. So.
Exactly. Huh.
Anyway, let me get my video on here so somebody else comes on. I look terrible. I haven't put any makeup on or anything today.
You look okay.
It's my face. If you look at it close, it's all splotchy.
But if you can't,
Oh well.
I can't tell it from here.
Okay, good. I got a facial yesterday, and I'm still a little bit red, from it.
Oh.
And anyway, but I've been doing work here all day and did not feel like putting makeup on. I wasn't going anywhere. Jim was like, "You want to go get some dinner somewhere?" I said, "No, I don't want to put makeup on." So we can just eat a can of soup.
Go. There are days like that.
Yep, for sure. Well, I put a reminder out just now on my team page. Tiffany just messaged me, said they were somewhere trying to get dinner. They'd been waiting for an hour and a half.
Oh, what?
See, I wondered how if the storms hit them. I don't know if they were because there was a bunch of bad storms in Alabama.
Oh.
I need to message her back and see. Well, she must have been in Messenger instead of texting.
Well, sure, I'm glad I got this big old screen because I've got 3 windows up.
Do you?
I do. Party I'm taking.
Oh my gosh.
The party it's going to and Zoom.
Oh.
I'm just glad I learned how to do all that.
Well, I hope they come on here in a minute. It's 8:01.
I think Tracy and Daniel are just getting the kids to bed. Do you know how to cut these videos to edit them? Like if I wanted to cut, this part of it off and not.
I have done just a little bit of that on Zoom, but I'm not good at it. Because I was trying to, what was I doing? It wasn't on Zoom. It was on Jump Rope. I was trying to edit one.
Okay.
And but I'm thinking you probably do it kind of the same way. You have to like cut part out that you don't want, and then you know. But it's I need to learn how to do it.
Well, the one so far, I just said fast forward to 12 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what I just been telling them.
Oh, we're already recording. I didn't even realize that. And I'm in here talking about everything.
So we got Earl Meyer, Edie Trucks, Trey, and Tar.
Oh, are they coming in?
Yep, right now.
Okay, great.
Yeah, can you see them?
Yeah, I see Trey. Let me make my screen bigger.
Hey, girl.
Hey, I didn't see a post that had the link in it
Oh,
anywhere.
There.
It was on there because that's where I got it. It was on Unstoppables, and then I put it on mine. I think Maureen, you posted that yesterday, I think, didn't you, Maureen?
I did. I thought I made it an announcement.
You didn't. I was looking in the announcements and I found the one from 2 weeks ago. That's how I found it.
Oh, good.
Hi, Leah. How are you doing? You doing well?
I'm doing good.
Good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Tiffany, they've had bad storms down there. I'm just reading a message she just sent me. Said she was driving home yesterday from work and got an alert on her phone that said to take cover. There was a tornado nearby. It was like 5 miles south of her while she's driving. I know.
Holy.
I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'd be panicked. All right. Well, are we going to go ahead and get started? There's just the three of us, but this is a 15-minute.
So she and Ryan are coming in.
Okay, we got some more coming in. Okay, good. We'll wait.
Yay.
I know some of my people were gonna come in. I mean, Tara and Leah are my people, but more of them were coming. I'm not sure. I don't know if you guys saw, but Amanda is expecting her third, so that's why she's been kind of thrown for a loop.
Wow! Well, congrats.
With little Josiah being in and out of the hospital so often, she was not expecting this little surprise.
Mm-hmm. Wow! Well, that's awesome.
Yes, they are super excited and nervous and all the things, normal parent stuff.
Yeah.
So I shared some different ideas for some words in the post that we had.
Yeah, I put one thing out this morning that I had that was just basic.
Yeah.
So
I'm about to go into a food coma. We had some nachos and some corn casserole. Carbs, and I'm like,
heavy food.
See you later.
Sounds good, but
it was delicious, especially in the super pretty bakers that we have.
Yeah,
the cast iron. I want them in
those are really pretty
different shapes and sizes now.
So, you have the blue or the gray?
I have both.
Both. I figured that. I'm not going to use the blue ones. I gave a couple of blue ones away as gifts. I've still got the big Dutch oven though. I've still got it, but it's in the box because I don't need two sets. I don't know where to put them. They take up a lot of space.
I kept the little blue one, and I have the other two. And I'll probably be giving away as prizes to some of my Which Tara won my dash challenge. Oh, she had to pop off, but I was gonna.
Okay, let's see. It says we got 6 people in here. Who's here? All right.
How close are these numbers? I need to know for the dash challenge. How close are these numbers? Because I did a whole lot.
Well, Tara went from 0 to everything you could possibly accomplish. So in 15 days. So she's only been signed up for since the beginning of March. So she was very, very determined. And I love that. And Leah was too. You got very, very far. So did Robin. Everybody worked really hard. And I'm
Yeah.
super excited because I know you learned a ton, and that is winning in itself.
Just very competitive. So I'm like,
I am too. Same way.
All right. Well, I think we got about 8 people here. Let's see. I can't see everybody's faces, but I believe, let's see. Well, Trey and Leah are here. Who is Earl Meyer? Does anybody know who that is? That's what it's showing up. Don't, the
I'm here. Nancy Meyer.
Oh, hi,
Who is-
Nancy. Nancy's on.
Nancy. Okay. It's hard to know because I don't recognize all the names. And then if I don't see faces, we have Soshi, with us, and Tara and Robin. So I think we're good to go. There's about 8 of us. Maureen is busy right now. She's doing a party, but her name is on here. So, but we're excited. Trey and I are excited to share some ideas with you guys, and I hope that several of you may have some good ideas to share on how you're getting your bookings for parties. But this is probably the most important thing that there is to do for your business. If you want to have a good, strong business, you've got to get lots and lots of bookings. And so that's what we're going to work on tonight. And we're just going to share a few ideas, and then we're going to challenge everybody to just dive in and start reaching out to folks tonight. And, tomorrow our booking blitz is actually going to last starting tonight through Sunday evening. And I guess, if you book parties, what we would like for you to do, if you're on Unstoppables, you can go to the Unstoppables page. There's a thread there about the booking blitz. And when you book a party, we would like for you to make a post. You can put your favorite image, something funny, a GIF, or just whatever, anything about spring. I mean, we were kind of thinking St. Patrick's Day, and then it happened yesterday. So, but you can put your shamrocks, you can put your Easter eggs, you can put anything out there that has to do with spring. And put a nice little image out there with the name of your host, the first name, and the date of your party. So that way your leaders can keep up with who is doing the booking blitz and how many everybody's getting. Because we are, I think we should kind of do a challenge maybe between the director teams and see which director team can come up with the most bookings. I think that would be exciting. But anyway, and then of course your leaders are going to, you're going to have the great prize of having a full calendar when you do this. That's an amazing prize right there. But we're also going to be sending out some happy mail and some little surprises for you, for everyone that participates. And of course we might have a little bit bigger prize for maybe the person that books the most parties, or does the most reach outs. So kind of keep up with yourself. We want to know if you book, but we also want to know how many people you actually reach out to, because that's important too. They're not all going to say yes, but they're not all going to say no either. So, keep at it, keep asking. So, let's see, I jotted down just a few little ideas here. Let's see. Trey, why don't you start us off and talk a little bit about the everyone's a winner idea? We've some of us have done that. Some of us might be new, might not have heard of it. Will you talk a little bit about that real quick and tell them how it works?
Yes, definitely. So something that we have started doing and seeing some really good results for is this concept called everyone is a winner. And the only thing that you need to do is, and actually you could probably fudge it in a different way, but you have to put something in the party about a giveaway or a raffle or a drawing. And something that I've actually been liking to do is when they place the order, I say, I send them a text. I say, thanks so much for your order. You've been entered into our giveaway, and you're going to love the brownie pan or whatever they ordered, and have a nice day. Then as we're getting maybe the day before the party closes, I reach out and I say, hey, Sarah, I am so excited you won the giveaway. And normally I give away an e-cookbook, Pampered Chef's 40th anniversary e-cookbook. But right now they're offering an upgrade to a brownie pan if you host a party for Sarah. And she's only one booking away from getting a big reward. So how does that sound? And you guys, I got to tell you, they're just coming in. They're just yes, 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 yes. You know, we do get some no's, so I don't want you to be discouraged if you get some no's. So some people just want that cookbook, and that's totally fine. We have other follow-ups that we can do when they get their product to say, how are you liking it? Was there anything else that you were interested in getting? We'd love to help you get those for free or half off. So that's a way to kind of go into some parties, and you can even do this with past parties. You can go in there. Let's say you had a party 3 weeks ago and you didn't know about this concept. You go in there, and I would literally tag every person and say, oh my gosh, you guys, I never picked a winner for our giveaway. I am messaging our winners right now. Well, they don't know everyone.
Winners is the key. That's the key word.
Is the key, because everyone is going to win. And I love that idea because I hate picking one person to win. I want everybody to win. And once we get commissions for the brownie pan or however you want to do it, some people have been doing a $20 item that they can pick out of their choosing, because maybe a lot of people that have a brownie pan. So that's a great way. But after we make commissions and do the 10% discount or the 30% discount, or heck, some people don't want to use all their half offs. So when you utilize that, it's really not that much of an investment for us. And if there was a booking tree or a booking farm or somewhere where we could buy some bookings, wouldn't you buy a booking for $15 to meet all those new people? For sure. For sure. And then there was something that I shared with my team as well about putting a post on your Facebook page just saying, hey, I'm doing some spring cleaning, getting rid of some Pampered Chef products. Put in the comments a fun spring gift if you are interested in winning. And then we're going to reach out to them and say, hey, I am doing this raffle and getting rid of this big stash of Pampered Chef stuff for everyone that hosts with me in the next 30 days. And that's a way to kind of shorten it up so that they're not like, oh yeah, I'll book with you in the fall or the spring.
I was going to say, it's whatever you do, be specific on when you want the party. And I know there may be some folks listening to this that need parties for March. And, we still got 2 weeks, guys. Exactly. So, and, you can set one up and do one next week, or in a day or so. It doesn't take a lot of ahead of time work to get one set up. Exactly. So when you want parties for March, ask for that first, exactly. And then if they're like, oh, I just absolutely cannot do one this month. Okay. And you say, okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and honor that in April for you, if they just, if they cannot do one.
Right.
Another idea I have that's worked really well for me in the past week or so, if you've been a consultant, if you were a consultant last year during the pandemic and, all the shipping delays and the things that we had going on last year in 2020, you received a list of past hosts who Pampered Chef has gifted a $15 credit for them to use at any time. And I found out that many of mine, even though Pampered Chef sent out a message or an email to them, they didn't know about it. And so I went down my entire list. I've still got a few people I haven't reached out to yet because I ran out of time and I started doing something else. But you can send them a text and say, hey, Susie, I just found out that you have a $15 credit from Pampered Chef because you were one of our amazing loyal hosts that did a party last year during all of our shipping delays. And I just wanted to let you know about this and let you know what and then I say, ask them a question, of course, would you like to know what your options are? And when they answer back, which most of them do, when they find out they got a $15 credit, okay, what do I do? How do I use this? Then I say, well, your $15 can be used on an individual order or through someone's party if you have a friend that's hosting, or if you would like to upgrade your gift, I will actually give you a $30 credit to use when you host a party with me in March or April, whatever you might need. And I have booked several like that because people are like, oh, and what I also found out that I needed to do, because many of them might not have seen the new spring catalog. So I sent the link when they ask about, well, what are my options? I would send them the link to the catalog so they would have that to look at. So at least they might make a purchase right away, or when they saw all the new stuff, they might be willing to book their party. And, there again, Pampered Chef's going to give them the $15. I'm going to gift them another $15 on their host rewards. And, it's definitely worth $15 to me to have a party, so. but that was another thing that's been working well for me. Let's see. Does anybody that's listening have an idea that you would like to share? I'm sure some of you have been working and booking parties already.
Nothing spectacular. This is Sochi.
It doesn't have to be spectacular, Sochi, just so it works. We don't care.
Following up after you close a party works. I actually have better I get more yeses when I make phone calls as opposed to text messages. I but just and I leave a message when I don't get them that says, hey, thank you for your order, or thank you for participating if they didn't order, because I call them anyway, or and reach out and say, thank you for your order so much. And now I'm having a brain fart. Oh, doggone it. Menopause.
Right there with you, girl.
Yeah.
Already
But
passed that.
basically, I say, to find out about your special offer, I'll be calling you within X amount of time. I make sure to call them back. And the first thing I say is, did you get my voicemail message about the special offer? And they say yes. Because normally I send the e-cookbook right after they order. I don't wait till the end of the party. That's my immediate thank you. So when they said the special offer, I said, well, then I use the big, the Pampered Chef upgrade thing. Because most people, if they've already gotten a gift, like Trey and you have already said, they're always looking to get a better gift. But I find that calling people works better for me. And the recipe, or sending them, asking them what was still on their wish list. Thank you, God, it's coming back. What was on your wish list that you didn't get, that you still are thinking about getting? That works, and offering that as the carrot, if you will, to get them to host a party.
Sochi, I'm gonna jump right in and add to that, because if they do have the larger items on their wish list that they are looking to get sometime, April might be the time, because we have a wonderful host special for April, 60% off of your choice of an item. And so many times, they've been waiting maybe to get that blender, the cooking blender, or the quick cooker, or now maybe it's the grill. And they may have their eye on one of those high ticket items. And if they can get it 60% off, that'd be worth booking a party. And, you can always remind them too, a party is $200, and there's different ways that they can come up with $200 without actually doing a Facebook party. I think texting is really popular right now. Just send them the shopping link through a text, maybe get some catalogs to them, mail them a couple of catalogs they can pass around if they don't want to fool with the Facebook part, or even they might be interested in the 15-minute party, but even if they don't want to do that. Yeah.
I tried my first one.
Yeah. And you had great success, didn't you?
Yes. It's sitting at, well, the guest sales are at 7 right now. She's about a couple bucks away from 6.
I love it. I love it. So see, we have so many options for people, and if we don't tell them about it, they don't know. So, so we can be excited about that. I think that's another huge factor when you're booking a party. And I like your idea of calling. Now, not all of us like to call, of course, but they can hear that excitement in your voice when you call. And even if they don't answer, leaving that message and leaving them, don't tell them everything in the message. Like Sochi said, leave them thinking, oh my gosh, wonder what what this great deal is that she's got. And if you sound excited when you're telling them about it, leaving the voicemail, that's going to get them to either return your call or at least message you or text you and find out about it. So, all right. Anybody else got something they want to share that's working? Because this was going to be a really short call. We started a little bit late, but we've already used up about our 15 minutes, but we will stay in a couple more minutes if anybody has another idea, because we need ideas, don't we?
You know, I wrote it down and I'm like, where did I write it down? So I'm trying to find it. So give me a second because it was a
Okay.
good one. And this was because I know I have a lot of team members that are new.
Mhm.
And it was a really good way to just say, hey, I'm new.
Mhm.
So let me get the exact wording. I like to be short and to the point. I know that when people are looking at their messages, they don't want to be scroll, 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 or have to read, read, read. Oh, so this is the short little one for all of you that are new. Hi, name. I started a new journey with Pampered Chef. Maybe you saw my post, and I'm taking for granted that somewhere, somehow, you have posted about Pampered Chef on your Facebook page. And then you say, I'm looking for 6 friends that will let me help them get free and half off products while I gain experience in having online parties. Would you be one of my first 6? It's super simple, and you'll invite your friends and I'll do all the heavy lifting. How does that sound?
Short and sweet and direct,
Yeah,
you know.
very direct, and saying, how does that sound, instead of do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Because then they can just say no or yes. And then I do have a couple of different things that I just wrote down for when they do say no. A great comeback or way to flip it is to say, I totally understand. Is that a not right now or a no never?
Yep.
Because even if you book later, and this is coming from a party, it would still count towards your host. So I just had to throw it out there just in case. And I know Mom and I were brainstorming before. And another great thing is to say, you know, I totally understand that now might not be a great time, but is there a product that you are really hoping goes on sale? Let me know that what that is. And so then I'll write that down and let you know when it's on sale, because we know in April, everything's
on
10%
sale.
off.
Yeah.
So that would be a great way to be able to circle back around in just, 2 weeks to be able to kind of capitalize on that booking. So
That's right.
short.
And
sweet,
I also posted some booking words on both on my team and Unstoppables. So if you're looking for words, and please, look at the dialogue that we give you and change it up to make it sound like you. We're not all the same, but I do have some responses as well. If they say yes, or if they say no, or if they say if they're hesitant. So there's some responses in that as well on how to respond back when somebody answers you. So.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Go ahead, Soshi. I'm sorry.
I was going to say that I've got some people who were interested in the rapid prep mandolin and the avocado tool.
Yep.
So with the avocado tool in particular, I've told a couple people if they host a party, then I'll put that in their host basket.
There you go.
Because it works.
It really does. I mean, I hate that we sometimes feel like we have to make up something, but that's just good customer service. We don't have any control over the product availability, and we certainly hope that everything's going to be back sooner than they say. But if we offer them a little something, it makes them feel special and makes them feel better about it. So I think it's a great idea, Soshi. Thanks for sharing that. Anybody else? All right, who's excited to start booking? Yes. Remember to track your bookings so you can follow up, because remember, we don't hear from everybody right away. We need to know who to check back in with, in 24, 48 hours. You want to check back. But remember, the booking blitz lasts through Sunday evening. Let's see who can get the most parties booked and we're definitely going to say March or April, right? I think that's what most people are needing right now. So let's see who can get the most parties booked. Let's see who can have the most reach outs. Okay. All right, guys, I believe in you. I know you can do this. All right.
Jill, I just want to say something really quick. If you're someone who is short on people to contact, now would be a great time to do some of those follow-ups. If you've already messaged them once, this is a good time to say, hey, I know technology is crazy. Just wanting to see, if you saw my last message. And that's kind of a nice way to do that. So that's all.
Yep. All right. Thanks, everybody. Good luck.
All right.
We'll be congratulating you soon.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.